What up, gang? Hey, I just wanted to go ahead and say thank you so very much for helping me hit 500 subscribers. You guys know that I've been on this journey trying to get to 1,000 subscribers ever since I started this channel a couple of weeks ago. But I just wanted to let you know that I'm very, very grateful to each and every one of you, especially for the friendships I'm making here on YouTube and a lot of the communication I've had with many of you sport bike enthusiasts. I'm hoping, like I said, that I can get to the next 500 to get to 1,000 here shortly. Just a little update. I have some of the parts coming in basically for the Ninja ZX-10R. The nice part about it is it seems like the shipping is actually going really fast. I wasn't expecting a lot of the parts until late next week, but some of them came actually yesterday. So I'm getting ready to put those on. Just to give you guys also an update too, the CBR, the check engine light had nothing to do with the traction control. It actually set off a code for the servo buddy, which possibly set off some sort of reaction when it went off. Again, the bike hit the brakes, pretty much the traction control came on at about 82 miles an hour as I was on heading into a turn on a back road here in my local area. It almost high-sided me. I almost pitched off the bike because the bike just went from like 82 to like 0. It was weird. So long story short, the technicians can't quite put their thumb on it, but it did trigger just a servo type of F1 code, and they said it was attributed to the servo buddy. So I don't know, I'm gonna keep monitoring this. I'm gonna tell you this, if this happens again with this bike is gone. And I will go literally take this thing up to the BMW dealership and I'll just go pick up the 2023 S1000RR. I have zero problems with my Yamaha. I don't ever have problems with my R1. This bike has been a staple in my particular lineup for years. I never have check engine lights on the R1s. They're just literally the most reliable bikes ever. My R1M right now is getting worked on. I've got some oil changes and putting on some other parts too, but that bike is in the shop, which is why it's kind of missing from the lineup right now. But I will be picking him up sometime next week on Monday or Tuesday. But as for now, I need to get some break-in miles on this bike here. It only has like 6 or 7 miles, but it's raining where I'm at right now here at the beach. So I'm kind of waiting for the streets to dry up, and then I'm gonna go on a hopefully a nice long break-in ride, maybe anywhere from 60 to 80 miles on this bike today. I would love to do it if it does dry up. If not, it'll be sometime tomorrow after church probably. I'll just go for a nice stroll, either up to Wilmington or to Charleston, and just take the bike and just basically go down, fill up and turn around. So other than that, everything seems to be progressing right along. I'm excited also too, guys, for the season. You guys know that some of the races for SBK and also Moto GP have all started worldwide. So I'm really, really stoked for the season. But again, just to give you guys a little bit of a look at this ZX-10 kind of outside the crate and away from the dealership. The tires, you can see we still have the brand new stripes on them. I really am excited to play with this Showa suspension. You can see too, this bike comes with a really nice Brembo front end brake set. You guys can also see too, the titanium headers in here, they're blue already. So, and you can see I'm kind of looking down in this little area there. Such a really, really great set. I'm excited to see what the pipe is gonna look like when it's on the bike. But let me see if I can just sit down here on my stool to get some close-ups of some of the stuff here. But you can see that the stock pipe and can is pretty darn large. I honestly don't know why they just don't put a nice can on these things, if they just did something with Yoshimura or Kropovich. But all of this has got to be pretty much yanked out and replaced. So the servo actually in this bike sits underneath this seat here. So we're gonna have to remove all that, take the wiring, cabling out of there. So these cables right here will most likely be pulled out once we cut the wires and everything. But the bike itself is just really, I don't know, I'm in love with it. You can also see the reflection. When I ceramic coated this thing, it's curing so well. Look at how glassy it is. The reflection of my extremely greasy garage floor that I do all the work on here is reflecting off of the fairing. So you can see the gloss for the black turned out really, really nice. I do have some bar ends coming in also too. Just so you guys know, these bikes, you cannot put regular like TST sliders on them. TST number one doesn't make them, but you have to buy these special ones. People are asking like, what sliders are you gonna use for this bike? But there's sliders that actually go over these covers and they protrude out. They're about $290 to get them, but that has to be pretty much purchased from Kawasaki in order for it to not only work correctly with the fairing, but at the same time too, to be able to go ahead and provide the correct protection in the right areas for the bike because of the way the frame is designed. If you guys look at this bike here, if I'm standing up and I took all the fairings off, the bike actually has a frame that slopes like this. So it's really interesting, but nice tank though. The steering dampener that we have here for the Olin steering dampener right here, from what I could tell for the first like 6 or 7 miles that I've ridden the bike, extremely stable. Not that I was going fast or anything. I was only going about 80 miles an hour in 6th gear at about 60, probably like 6,200 RPM. But I can't wait to get this thing up to speed, you know, at the higher RPMs, 9, 10, 12, 15, or 9, 10, 12, 13,000 RPM to see what this thing does. But so far so good. And I was able to go ahead and actually program a couple of things here. Let me see if I can turn this on so you guys can see the screen here. It's really pretty. But I've got dark mode set up on that side there. I did put it into sport and put it at the actual height. We've got, 12 miles. Sorry guys, I lied. 12 miles on there, and I've used 0.4 gallons worth of gas on the side. But I did do a couple of adjustments on the bike. One thing too that was kind of annoying was when I went to take the bike home, the blipper was off. So the quick shift, I wasn't able to even test the quick shift. And once I made the adjustment on the console there to activate the quick shift, I have not even tested yet because it's been raining. So other than that, I am excited to go out there and feel what this feels like. Again, this bike does need to be flash still. So we're torn right now. All the research I've done, guys, has been pointing in the direction of a Brentoon for Kawasaki, and you guys know Brentoon's in California. But then I also was messaging Chris Moore up in Taylor's, South Carolina, and he said, "Dude, bring that bike to me, and I will wake that thing up in a way that it's probably never been woken up before." He's got some new maps. He said that he got from Bulltech, and he said that the new maps are actually really, really, really amazing. He wanted me to bring up the CBR too, to do some work on it too, because it does need to have an additional map put on there. So my buddy Joe and I may take these bikes up in the trailer to just go get them done. He's got a couple of, he has an Aprilia and also a BMW that he wants to also kind of get done up there by Chris. This bike was flashed at KWS in Charleston. And I love the way this map turned out. The R1 and the R1M maps from KWS were amazing. But I may give Chris a chance to go ahead and do this. If not, then it'll probably be a Brentoon on it. But from what I can tell, just from people that have done it before, said that this bike comes so restricted that when you run it on dyno, it almost looks, it's worse than the 600. That's what they said on the upper end. That's what I've been told. I haven't experienced it myself yet because I haven't ridden the bike extensively just yet. But if that's the case, then there will definitely be a lot of work done. They also said too that you have to get an adjustment too made on the airbox with this bike too, so it will breathe a little more, and the air fuel mixture will be much more compatible or stronger with the tune. So again, I'm gonna have to figure that out. Oh, sorry guys, my gimbal's going a little nuts. I'm gonna have to figure that out as we go. I am also excited to get these off. We're gonna put the Rizomas on there, which is gonna be good. I don't know exactly how I'm going to mount these mounts here. I'll probably have to end up figuring out a way on the steering wheel, or I'm gonna say on the handlebars. Oops, sorry guys. On the handlebars here to fix it somehow, some way. We'll see. But other than that, I just wanted to say thank you again, guys, for the 500 subscribers. Again, my video editing is not the best. You guys know I super suck at it, but I'm trying my best to figure out. It's kind of hard to teach a 50-year-old new tricks. I don't really do really well with that stuff, but I'm trying my best to watch tutorials and figure out how to make things a little bit better. So I appreciate your patience with audio and even the video quality of my stuff. It's not very good, but I'm trying. Again, guys, trying to get to 1,000 subscribers. Maybe you can like and share this with your friends and maybe they'll sign up too. But I just appreciate everything you guys are doing. And I'm so excited to get this bike pretty much broken in and set up the way that I feel it can be, so we can have some more, another nice bike to film on and also give some more content. Anyway, guys, have a great Saturday. Be good to your families. Tell the people that are close to you that you love them, because you don't know what tomorrow will bring. You only have today. And just do something good for somebody else today, guys, without anything expected in return. Love y'all, and cheers. And hopefully, like I said, I'll get some good videos either today or tomorrow on this bike. All right, guys, have a great day. Cheers. Bye.